Austin has a theory, though, that Criterion is the one that's going to get Goodfellas.
Yeah, let's
next.
listen to your theory.
Because currently, right now, Criterion announced that they're doing After Hours.
Yeah.
And they did Raging Bull recently as well. And they've also done short films.
They did Last Temptation of Christ.
They did Last Temptation of Christ.
And The Irishman.
And The Irishman.
They did do The Irishman, yeah.
But with them, for some reason, Goodfellas went out of print on 4K. And I was reading recently because I was looking into the Face Off 4K release that Kino was doing. And I was like, why is it taking so long for it to come out? And I was researching into it on the Blu-ray forums, and they're like, yeah, Kino just buys licenses and will announce it as soon as they get it. And then later on will announce when the actual edition's coming out. And I was like, that's a little weird. But then they're like, no, yeah, Criterion... they'll buy licenses, but just not tell anybody. And if something goes out of print, sometimes it's an indication that a new licensor bought it. So my thought process was maybe because they clearly bought up a lot of Scorsese films and they keep it a secret, that maybe they bought Goodfellas and are doing a 4K transfer of it, and that's why that one's out of print now. Because it seems like it, because they're doing a lot of Scorsese, so I'm assuming they bought quite a bit, you know.
As I was telling you too, that's probably explains why I don't believe Mean Streets has a 4K either.
Mean Streets also doesn't have a 4K, yeah.
So that could be the reason why that one doesn't. Is maybe they're going to put that out as well.
And the reason that Casino's still in print is because that's like a Paramount. Or no, Universal.
Universal. That's actually
yeah.
That's interesting though too, because if they do get Goodfellas and Mean Streets, that's going to be one of the few Warners that they actually own. They don't really have many Warners as a Criterion. Yeah. I think one of the only other ones that we saw recently was Shaft. I think Shaft's a Warner.
And Entry Stories, that's a Warner.
Didn't you say...
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Didn't you say that fucking After Hours is a Warner too?
It is a Warner,
yeah.
That's the other reason I was thinking, is because I'm like, if they are dealing with Warner getting Scorsese films, maybe, you know?
It's surprising that Warner's finally doing that, because they really... don't really work with Criterion too much.
No.
Them and Disney don't really do
Yeah,
it.
them and Disney.
Mainly the only people who really work with those collector labels, MGM does it a lot.